Hey Virgo, my name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Tarot. Well, that was fast. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Hold on, you have two cards here, but they're stuck together. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. This will be a general reading for April. Please remember that time is fluid, and if this message does not resonate, be sure to check out my readings for your moon, rising, and Venus sign. If the message does resonate, you can like this video and subscribe to this channel for more readings. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links are in the description box. Now let's get right into your reading. What is Virgo's message for April? What's Virgo's message for April? Okay, Virgo, starting off the reading with the Five of Wands, and it came out reversed. I feel a connection between this card and the Let Go of Control Issues card. I think some of you are trying to avoid a conflict right now. And there's a difference between avoiding a problem and letting it go. You know what I mean? If you're just burying it under the surface, it's not being resolved. Conflict can be good for a relationship. It does mean that it's giving the two of you a chance to grow together, to learn more about each other and about each other's needs and wants in relationships. If there is a problem, don't ignore it. Okay, you need to bring it up and address it, but the difference is in how you address it. Kind of like compromise, okay, coming to a truce. I feel like you might be in the middle of a conflict right now with a person for some of you. And the way that you handle it might be what's making it worse, especially if you're just trying to ignore it or avoid it. You know, maybe if I just leave it alone, it'll go away on its own. Some of you are also doing the opposite, let go of control issues. I feel like some of you, the way that you deal with conflict, it could be you or it could be the other person, so take it how it resonates. But the reason why somebody tries to avoid conflict so much is because they know that once a conflict happens, they don't know how to handle it properly. They don't know how to deal with it properly. It's like this person's way or the highway. It's your way or the highway. And that's not how you deal with a conflict. I also feel like for some of you, it could be the reverse. Especially like in terms of compromise, especially if it's the other person who has control issues and not you. Some of you might be feeling like you're compromising your needs in a relationship, like you're always making this person's wants and needs a priority over your own. That's not the same thing as coming to a compromise between the two of you. I think there's a bit of self-sabotage going on here. And this person might not even realize that they're doing it, but I think it's because this person doesn't know how to handle conflict properly. They either are too controlling in a situation or they let themselves get walked all over, and they need to be able to find a balance. In your crossing, you have the Page of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could also be a Leo, Virgo, cusper, so this might be your energy. For some of you, there could be an age gap involved in this relationship, so there might be a little bit of emotional immaturity here as well. But pages are about communication. And again, I feel like you're never going to get over this conflict if you first don't talk about it in the first place. You can't just avoid conflict all the time and ignore your feelings. You need to be able to have conversations with this person in order to make sure that you can trust them. And then you also need to learn to talk about these conflicts properly, to make real compromises instead of compromising your values. At your base, you have the moon. You could be dealing with a Pisces. But I feel like there's a defense mechanism going on here, and it could be on your part, Virgo, or the other person's part. Somebody here has been hurt before. The moon is a very deceptive energy. This person might be very used to being treated poorly in relationships, gaslighting, cheating, lying, keeping secrets, that kind of thing. And it feels like this person is not used to being treated well. It feels like they don't feel safe in their relationships, whether emotionally or physically, worst case scenario. But this person has a lot of past baggage, a lot of weight on their shoulders that they're still learning to deal with. In your past, you have the Five of Swords. The reason why this person avoids conflict so much, it could be you or it could be them, is because that argumentative nature is driven by a fear of losing control. Because when this person doesn't feel in control, they feel like they're going to be taken advantage of. In your crowning thoughts, you have the Knight of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Especially if there's a conflict going on right now that the two of you are trying to solve, this could be somebody coming forward to offer an apology. It might be you or it might be them. I think somebody in this situation knows that they tend to overreact, that they're a little bit too controlling, and it's because of that defense mechanism that they don't feel safe in relationships, that they always feel like they're under attack. And I think that stems from a fear of imperfection. There's nothing wrong with not being a perfect person, Virgo. But that doesn't mean that you should project your flaws onto other people and blame everything on them. Again, energies can be reversed here, so that might be what this person is doing to you. I'm just reading this from your perspective. But I do see an apology here. I do see somebody offering you this cup, extending the olive branch, trying to call a truce, trying to compromise. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, by the way. It could just be a fight that you had with a friend or even a family member. In your immediate future is the Page of Cups. This is more water energy. For some of you, there might be an age gap involved here. Or again, possibly, we do have two pages here, Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Somebody could just be very emotionally immature because of those control issues, because of that defense mechanism, and because of the weight on this person's shoulders. I feel like this person, whether you or them, responds better to gentility and patience because they need that feeling of safety and security in their relationships in order to feel comfortable with somebody, in order to let their guard down, in order to open up a little bit, in order to not be so defensive about everything, not be so controlling. Kind of like a child, you know? This person can be childish when they don't get their way, but they need to learn to grow. In your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Swords. Again, in order to get over this conflict, there needs to be a conversation. A mature conversation, not one that involves screaming and yelling and crying and throwing things like a child. I feel like somebody here might even possibly be giving the silent treatment, and again, that's a very immature way of handling conflict. Communication feels very poor here. It feels like the two of you are still kind of at an impasse. Somebody's being indecisive. You're at a stalemate, and it's because neither one of you wants to bend these swords. In how this person sees you, you have the Sun. This person has not given up hope yet. Okay? If you're the one with some baggage, they want you to feel safe with them. They want to make you feel comfortable. They want this to work out with you. They want to compromise. Potentially, they want commitment with you. Potentially, they see a future here. They don't want to give up on this yet. Okay? They want you to feel protected and secure with them. They want you to know that it's safe for you to love them, that they're not going to hurt you the way that you've been hurt before, and vice versa. I feel like if it's this person who's a little bit hesitant, they're trying to be optimistic, they're trying to stay in that positive vibe. They want to feel comfortable with you. They want to feel protected and safe with you. They want to feel secure with you. They don't want this to get in the way of your relationship anymore, either way. In your strengths, you have the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I feel like you haven't given up hope on this person either, Virgo. Okay, you might feel like this person is your twin flame. If you believe in twin flames, I know not everybody watching this video will. But I feel like you want this to work out too. Okay, but in order for the two of you to move forward, you or the other person, or possibly both of you, is going to have to let go of control issues. You need to stop avoiding conflicts and use them as opportunities to grow together. This reading does have a happy ending, Virgo. Your outcome is the Nine of Cups. I feel like the main problem here is that one of you is very codependent. Somebody needs to really dive deep into their shadow side in order to deal with their inner issues with this moon card so that they can learn how to love themselves a little bit more. Because if this person can learn to let go of those control issues, can learn that it's safe for them to love, then become more emotionally independent, then they won't be dumping their baggage onto other people all the time. They won't be projecting their emotions onto others. They won't be letting their past interfere with their present anymore, or possibly with their future. This situation here, with the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Sun card, the Lovers, this could potentially be your wish come true, Virgo. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to put in the work. Can you clarify the moon for me, please? Why does Virgo have the moon? Can you clarify the moon for me, please? Can you clarify the Five of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the moon is the Seven of Pentacles. In order to make this a sustainable relationship, okay, you're going to have to be patient with this person. Possibly patient with yourself if you know that you are the one who needs to do the inner work here. In order to invest in another person, you have to be able to invest in yourself, okay? And somebody here really needs to put in the inner work and start working on themselves, on their shadow side. Because a lot of people don't realize that loving yourself is not just a cute idea. How you treat yourself reflects how you treat other people in a relationship. So if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, you're automatically never going to have a good relationship with anybody else. Clarifying the Five of Swords is the Hermit. This is your energy, Virgo. You could be dealing with another Virgo. Somebody really needs to do the inner work here, like I said before, and somebody needs to start asking themselves, why do I react to conflict this way? What is the root of this problem? Why do I get so selfish sometimes? Why do I constantly feel the need to be in survival mode? Somebody really needs to do some reflection and soul searching here. Okay, Virgo, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates with you and let me know what your situation is about. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button. That helps me a lot. If you want to join the fam, you can click that bell to be notified every time I post. You can now also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where I will be posting announcements about new tarot readings. All of those links will be in the description box below. Either way, I'll see you here again at Raise Tarot. See you later!